I'm Christine Gilligan-Kubo, and I'm standing as the Green Party candidate for Brightside and Hillsborough. I'm standing because I believe in social and economic justice, a state that works for us, environmental protection, and an ethical foreign policy. If elected, I'll fight for public ownership of gas, water, and electricity. I'll fight for a fully funded public transport system, far more social housing, and rent controls. I'm standing here in front of the Northern General Hospital because I want to ensure the NHS is publicly funded and free to use for everybody in Sheffield. The other parties want to ignore the climate crisis, but that's not going to work. We're facing rampant climate change and species loss. A vote for a Green MP is a vote for local renewable energy, home insulation, and the green jobs and lower bills that will bring. Finally, I will stand up for the people of Gaza who are facing intolerable suffering and demand a full and immediate ceasefire. I will always stand up for justice, national and international, and I will stand up for the people of Brightside and Hillsborough.
My name's Jason Lehman, and I'm Green Party candidate for Sheffield Hallam constituency. I'm standing for MP in Hallam because it's my home and because I want to see real change. In my campaign, I've spoken to people struggling to get care for their relatives, to GPs thinking about quitting their job. I've been contacted by a lot of people worried about poverty, about the increase in food banks, people going hungry as the super rich contemplate buying their next yacht. And this is shameful for our nation, and it's shameful for the politicians who let it happen. The other parties recognise these challenges, but they don't set out real solutions. The Green Party does. We'll tax the wealth of the super rich and invest in our public services. We'll work together to invest in our communities. And we'll put a tax on fossil fuels and use that money to transform energy and transport and housing. So why vote Green if we're a small party? A rising national Green vote tells Westminster that tinkering isn't enough. It means we get more airtime to fight for real change.
The problem with the Labour and the Lib Dem proposals is they know that these changes are needed, but they have not set out a programme that will actually achieve it.
Voting for the least worst, voting for sticking plaster solutions won't bring the change we need. Voting Green will.
Hi, I'm Hannah Nicklin and I'm proud to be standing for the Green Party in Sheffield South East. I'm pretty lucky to have lived a big varied life over my 39 years. I grew up in a village in Lincolnshire, but I've also lived in London, Copenhagen, Milan and now Sheffield. I've worked in community arts and academia and in the past decade in the digital sector, which means I'm probably one of the few parliamentary candidates who actually knows what AI means. I'm standing for the Greens this July because I believe deeply in the possibilities that they see for our future. Both Labour and the Conservatives, they tell us that they see the problems of today, but neither are honest or brave about the solutions. The Green Party is. We put people and workers at the heart of those solutions, set out to lower bills, protect the NHS, create green jobs, connect towns and villages with green infrastructure, and stand up for the most marginalised people in society. Working people, migrants, LGBTQ+ people, people of colour and disabled people. We face a tough future in the context of the climate crisis, but there are no solutions without solutions that work for everyone. That's what the Green Party stands for. And that's why you should vote Green in July 2024 for a better, greener future for everyone.
Hi, I'm Andy Davies. I'm the Green Party candidate for the Penston Stocksbridge constituency in Sheffield and Barnsley. And I love the green policies because I want to protect nature. I want to tackle the nature emergency and the climate emergency and protect green and blue spaces like this for our wildlife and for our population. And I also want to give better access to our population to these kind of spaces. Another thing I want to tackle is the national scandal that has been the pumping of raw sewage by privatised water companies into our waterways on a daily basis. Yorkshire Water, who manage the Broomhead Reservoir here behind me today, have been found to be one of the worst in the country for pumping sewage into these waterways on dry days, an illegal and unnecessary practice. I also want to protect our NHS, pay the staff fairly and protect the services it offers. We're the only party in Westminster who can truly guarantee that the NHS will be protected. Even Labour can't guarantee that it won't be up for sale and further privatisation. We've all seen as well what happens under a Tory government. 14 years of sleaze, corruption and austerity measures. I want to reduce and reverse those austerity measures. I want to nationalise public services to be run for public good, like the water companies, so that we can make sure that scandals like this don't happen again. We can also renationalise public transport, help to reduce the number of cars on our road, reduce the fares that we pay and increase the places we go, so that people, even if they don't drive, even if they find it difficult to get around, they can still visit these incredible blue and green spaces that we have in our constituency. So, if you want to see a fairer, greener future for our country, please vote Green on July the 4th. We're also not funded by trade unions or corporations. We get very few large private donors. So please do whatever you can to fund our crowdfunder. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Alexi Diamond and I'm delighted to announce that I am standing as the Green Party candidate for Sheffield Heeley constituency. We all know the Tories are toast, so in this election you can vote with your conscience for what you believe in. If you believe in climate action and social justice, you can vote for me. If you believe in public ownership of transport, water, energy and our NHS, please vote for me. If you believe in solving the housing crisis, you can vote for me. If you believe in safe routes for people seeking sanctuary, you can vote for me. If you believe in stopping arms sales to Israel and ending complicity with apartheid and genocide, you can vote for me. If you want an MP who will stand with our community and not corporations, you can vote for me. And remember, in this election, wherever you live, you can vote Green.
Hello, my name is Angela Argento and I'm happy to announce that I'm standing as the Green Party candidate for Sheffield Central. We might be expecting a Labour-led government and we can be sure that the Conservatives have no chance of winning here. So you can safely vote with your conscience for me and the Green Party in Sheffield Central. If you believe that social care and the NHS should be properly funded and for the long term, vote Green. If you, like me, are passionate about climate and social justice, vote Green. If you want a resolution to the housing crisis, warmer and safer homes, and building houses for the future, vote Green. If you want to change the narrative about migration, vote Green. If you want an MP that will stand for our communities, vote Green. Greens in Parliament can make a Labour government more ambitious and braver. We have seen the amazing impact that one Green MP, Caroline Lucas, has made. That is the difference that having Greens in the room makes. So vote for me for real change and real hope on July the 4th. The Green Party doesn't have big funders, so if you want to support my campaign, please donate generously to the crowdfunder.